education also has the same.
Could I raise a point here? And I think what's becoming very apparent is a total centralization of the functions of the ministries, which brings, if critically we were to look at this, the question Kenyans will ask is then, if the CS is working out on the ground and he's taking up the role of the commandant or the head of the head of education services or whatever, then why are you double billing Kenyans? Why are we paying for this person, the assistant, CAS?
But they're doing different things.
The
Why do we
point
need
is,
a county education officer?
Yeah, let me go back.
Will have to go
let me
and
go
do the
back. Let me go back to security. And the reason I go back to security is because after the demonstrations on cost of living, which is still an issue and which is part of the concerns around this model of government, because there were, I believe there were 67 deaths, which unfortunately haven't received the attention of Parliament in the way other matters have received attention. So matters, Parliament is very fast, working hard, pretty efficacious.
But have you brought them to Parliament yourself?
Pretty efficacious.
Have you brought those matters to Parliament?
When 67
because
people...
you cannot say Parliament is going to move itself to do these things.
Yes, Parliament can move itself to investigate any matter it deems important. And if you think the death of 67 people at the hands of police brutality is important, Parliament could have been moved. Now, the question I'm asking, now because of that, yes, so where's the report on that? So the point I'm asking is, out of that, a commission was set up and headed by Maraga, investigating the security service, what went wrong and what can be improved. And they produced a report.
Maraga was dealing with
national security.
Yeah, their terms of welfare.
Yes, and yes.
It's not riots and not...
no, it came up as some of the... some of the themes.
We don't have enough equipment. We don't have...
now you're bringing it. That report raised the problems we are having in security. And in fact, in Nairobi, we are experiencing a lot of insecurity because there was some restructuring that was done that removed the community policing element from the ground. And so we are not able to have proper investigations and proper monitoring of the security police.
But
what the recommendation was is, number one, the primary shortfall facing security is financing. The second is the issue of structure, the lack of independence, lack of accountability, the lack of the community level because of the restructuring of the AP. Something was lost that they were recommending needs to be put back. Now, I want to raise two things here. Instead of putting money with the CASs, could you please give us functional, could you put the money where services are meeting the citizens? This is an example of what you're saying, that there are gaps that need to be met, but Parliament is only looking at the political response, forgetting you need to finance.
Are you trying to say Parliament is not budgeting for these things? But essentially, we are just doing budget policy statements now. We are budgeting for whatever it is she's reading. But my question is this. We come right from the presidency, we are coming downwards. And even the president himself goes to the grassroots so that he has first-hand information to hear from the people. Mashinani, usikie kutoka kwa wananchi, which every government servant should actually do anyway. It is not just... In
budgeting for the police, how much will each police station have? Because police stations, by the way, are running on empty.
Are you trying to say we do... In fact,
are running on empty and have been run, and there are parts of this country, by the way, that do not have policing. So even if the CS is going to show up and ask questions of the commandant, he won't be able to respond because the money is tied up paying the top level.
Let me ask you.
So what I'm saying is that we have a bloated wage bill. The national government wage bill, number one, is in excess of the functions they do because of re-centralization. So as chair of JLAC, kindly, could you make clear to us whether you support devolution or you support re-centralization?
Unfortunately, I don't think we are dealing with devolution here. Of course you are. Because
it's about spending money to allow the administrative structures
the issue here is national government. is cost to the national government. Cost to county governments is a separate and different topic.
Why is it separate?
Because we will not deal with counties on security matters.
Of course you do.
How?
Because there is an intergovernmental aspect.
Let's not digress.
Yes, I think we are digressing.
The issue
the
that
Wanjiru is
raising.
We don't digress is
the
because
issue we have is
because if you're spending up here, you're not spending down there.
But
these are not separate.
The principle
is one.
The principle that we're raising here, that is being raised here, Mheshimiwa, as I understand it from Wanjiru, is